Hey everyone, so like I mentioned, I'm going to do 2 videos today, and I already did this makeup look, so if you guys want to look it up, it's going to be on my video link or slide bar, whatever it's called. So yeah, let's get started in the hair though. I know most of you guys, I'm going to scoot back just a tad bit, actually, I'm going to scoot this back. I know most of us at the moment can't afford going to a hairdresser or just, pretty much don't trust hairdressers, and if you trust yourself, then totally just do your own hair. I only let about 2 people touch my hair, and they're currently not where I live at, so I had to learn how to do it myself. But it's gonna be quite easy. All you're gonna need is a couple of hair ties, as you can tell, a couple of hair ties, cutting hair scissors, and you're gonna need a comb, which I would rather use a comb, but I couldn't find mine, so I'm just gonna use my bristle brush. And what you're gonna do first, just brush out your hair. Make sure it's wet. So just brush out your hair. You might have some knots in there. So the first thing you're gonna do is put your bangs apart, right? So you're just gonna go right down the middle. Here's my. You gotta make it at least somewhat the straightest line. So you're going to cut down right down the middle and continue throughout the back. So there we go. So you're going to put this hair up in a ponytail for the time being, and we're not going to touch that at the moment. Okay. So next what you want to do is, oh, there goes part of my bang. Next what you want to do is, once you have this off, section off your bottom half. So let me, if I scoot back just a tad bit and zoom this down just a tad bit. So you're gonna cut this section, you're gonna put a hair tie. So you grab it, grab this hair, put a hair tie. And it helps a lot if you either have someone next to you or a friend, just to make sure that most of these are even. Sometimes we can't tell ourselves. There we go. So get another hair tie, put this in there. Okay. There we go. And depending on how layered or choppy you want it, that's how many hair ties you're going to put in there. That's good enough. So there we go. Don't do what I did. I almost tied both of them together. So okay. And then I just want one more on top. This is part of the top. And you're gonna do this to both sides. I'm just gonna show you guys on one side because the video might not be long. I won't be able to probably do a long video. So yeah. Okay. Now, if you don't want to lose length off your bottom ones, do not cut your bottom ones. This one, do not cut your bottom layer. That's the first thing I'm going to say, because if you do want to end up losing some weight on the bottom, then cut it. If for example, if you do have split ends, I tend to cut my hair every once in a while, so I'm just going to cut it a tad bit. So you'll take off the hair tie and you place it right here, and as you can tell, it's like this, but if I turn it this way, it's going to show me how exactly it is when someone else is looking at it through the front. So it's going to be like this. Now what you want to do with your scissors, you want to go at a V angle going downwards, just like that. And depending on how much length you want to take off, like I mentioned before, you can do as much or as little. I just took off, as you can tell, not even an inch. So you're going to continue with the next one, and once again put these back, and you're just going to place it downward. As you can already tell, my hair, it's been cut like that already. I cut it like that. So you're just going to grab your scissors one more time, just cut just a tad bit off of it. So there you go. So next one, you're going to continue throughout these. So here's your next one, brush it out. I would recommend for you to do it wet because it is the best time to work with cutting your hair. You don't want a lot of fallout. So here we go, as you can tell. And I'm just going to grab my scissors and just start at the V. Just cut some of these little ends off. It's a great way if you have split ends and you don't want to go into your hairdresser and pay your hairdresser to cut your ends. You can just do it at home. It's quite easy, to be honest. Or if you just want to add some more texture to your hair, this is a great way for doing it as well. Ooh. So here we go again. So here's another layer, as you can tell. And I'm just going to go in there and just cut some of it off. So there you go. So if you want more layers in your hair, for example, if you want it to be really lengthy in the bottom and really chunky, really cut and chunky, have more like volume on top, grab sections of your top hair and as you can tell, these are all different lengths depending on what you want, and just go at a V angle. And you can do really short ones. There's a couple in here that I know that are really short. I'm trying to find them to show you guys, but just go in there and cut it at a V. When I mean cut it at a V, I mean cut it at an angle, which would be like this, like my finger. It would be like that. You don't want to cut straight across. If you do want to cut straight across, it's perfectly fine. But if you want more layers into it, then do what I'm doing. So next, you're gonna do it you can do the same thing to this side. And I'm going to show you guys how easy it is, and it literally takes not that long unless you want to restyle your hair and make it completely a different cut than what you already have. Okay. So pigtails, brush it out, and let's get started. So you're gonna actually, what you should do to make sure they're even, instead of doing one at a time, is part your hair this way, straight across to the middle, part your hair this way, and then make one pigtail, and then part it again, and then make another pigtail, so you won't have to do what I'm doing. But I'm just going to show you guys a quick way of doing it. So let's get started. Okay. This is like my quick, lazy way of cutting my hair, I think, the way I'm going to show you guys. So I grab it and my V is going to be going upwards because it's the opposite side. So I'm just going to grab some and just cut it and just do that. And grab another section and just go for it. Now, like I mentioned before, if you don't want to take any length off your bottom ones, do not cut the bottom ones. Or you can cut them, but just don't cut them as dramatically as you would for the other ones. So I'm just going to go in there. And there we go. And I'm trying to make sure that they're even. Like I mentioned, it is best to do this when your hair is wet. So this one's the one that I just got right now. Whoops. I'm trying to do this video somewhat quick so you guys can see. So there we go. And then just your top one. And like I said, depending on how chunky or how you want your top one, you can cut it however you want it. And this one's really, I got too much on this one. I was so lazy. But you're just going to go in there. Oops. You're just going to do that. I mean, everyone, you should know what spots, you know, your hair needs help on and what spots it doesn't need help on. So, once you have that done, blow dry it, style it, and check it out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, then what you can do is just go back in there and fix it once it's dry, so you can really see what's going on, because when it is wet, most of us can't really see what's happening to our hair. But you'll get something like this. As you can tell, I have really long bottom lines and my top one's a little bit more chunkier than usual. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. If you guys have any other requests, just let me know, and I hope this is really helping you guys out with hair. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.